a diva. I'm 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 a.
Hey guys, we're back. Welcome to Our Way. I am Kayla.
I'm Shell.
And today we're going to be talking about 90's versus 2000's. As far as maybe like going out, what was life like then versus now, etc., etc.
Girl, let's talk about it. Because the 90's was epic. Epic. Okay?
Well, tell them.
Oh my goodness. You got the Biggies. You got the Tupac. All Eyes on Me. Oh my goodness. It was everything. We had, I think our generation was the generation of, what do you call it? Black Fridays. So that's when you had these teenage clubs and they was all over the city, different cities, you traveling all over the place, so you have to have a car. Or where I grew up, there was an amazing public transportation system. So you could take that all over the place and get to where you needed to be to hit these teenage clubs. And oh my goodness, it was just fire. It was just epic. It was epic. It was everything. It was. And then you get to a point to where you're just like, you get 18, you like, yeah, these Black Fridays ain't for me no more. How do I get into these 21 and up clubs? Because we sick of seeing these same boys every single weekend. We tired of that. So then we had to figure out how to get into 21 and up club. And we did. We figured that out. Because that's where the parties was.
I don't have the same experience. I really don't go out. Never really went out. I think the best time I've had was when I went back to my hometown and my cousin took me out. That was probably the best time. And I do plan on going back home to go out. I just have to pick the right friends to go. I don't know if they're gonna be able to hang. But my experience was not like that. I was in college at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. And 25.
Well,
I've been in school this whole time.
Well, as for me, I was in college. And then she came. So I worked. But however, I lived my best life. And I forgot about a person. I forgot about a person in the 90's. And I am mad that I forgot about this person. But E40 in a major way, fire. Go listen to it. Hey, E40. Was it? It was the bomb. It was amazing. We had such a good time. It really was. Like, we was out in them streets, as y'all say. We was in them every weekend. It was great. We had an amazing time. And then the movies that came out, Menace to Society, what's some other movies that came out when I was, do you know that, I'm not a huge rap girl, right? The first rap song that I learned all the words to was Straight Up Menace by MC8. I think that's his name. From Menace to Society soundtrack. I was very proud of myself. Because no one believed that I could talk like that. I had a lot of cuss words. We all know I'm not a big fan of cussing. But I was 15, I think. I want to say. Let's look that up. Menace to Society. What year did Menace to Society come out? Let's look it up. Because I'm not sure. But what I do know is that the 90's was everything. People still talk about the 90's right now. Mm-hmm. All the time. I mean, because when you put E40, Tupac, Biggie. Oh. I think that was the beginning beginning of Master P in the 90s make you say, na 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 na. I'm just saying.
Y'all, don't get me wrong. I know the songs. I just didn't have the experience.
Trust me, she knows the songs. Oh, and don't forget MJB. If we want to go on an R&B tip. Oh, Mary J. Blige and Josie. Girl. Oh, that was a whole vibe. Michelle, something's in my home. I enjoyed myself. I really did. I mean, you may have to run from some bullets every now and then. That was the way it worked. The 90s was the 90s. Where I came from in the 90s, I want to say, this isn't a good thing, but it was my reality. I want to say we was number one in the country for homicides. Don't sound good, but that was the reality. And we still found a way to have fun. Like I said, we may have ran from some bullets. May have been some fights, but it was lit inside the club. Facts. Okay, focus. Let me see. As Kayla tells her dog, focus. Let's see. Minutes to 93. I was 15, like I thought. So yes. I think that's when Tupac came out with Strictly for My. If you're from the 90s, you know the rest. Let's see. I am excited about this topic. Can y'all tell? So Kayla, in the 2000s, you didn't party. You didn't do any of that.
No. And I think some of it is because of where we currently live now too. I don't consider where we live clubs.
What do you consider them?
Bars.
Oh, see, I never went to a bar.
Yeah, I consider it like bars. But me and my best friend, we love a good, let's go get a few drinks or let's buy a bottle, drink at home, and have a dance party. We love those. I'm not sure she knows that today. But we love those. But sorry.
You all right? You need some water?
I kind of feel I've been robbed, y'all, because as a kid, I feel like from 0 to
0.
yes, from 0 to 11, I felt my life was lit like theirs too. And, I was, out late at night with cousins and, stuff like that. Like I said, I know all the songs. But I used to remember you saying, I can't wait till I can go out with my cousins and, stuff like that. And life did not just, turn out that way. So I feel like I've been robbed. But that's okay. I think that where we live now, places are a bit not for us.
It's not a party town.
No. Now if you, I don't know, fresh into college, no parents, you get through, you may like it. But I didn't grow up in the uppity neighborhoods. So I want you to be playing them songs she was just talking about. And where we live, they don't be playing them type of songs. It is one club that I do like, but it's like $40 to get in there. No.
See, and those prices are not unfamiliar. Back in the day, in the 90s, I think we would pay, when we was in high school, to get into Black Fridays, we would pay like $10. And then once we got into 21 and up, you would pay like $20, $25. And then when I got in my 30s, I think this particular club that we went to, you had to be 30 and up, and I think we paid like 40 to get in. I think.
Listen, $40 to get in, and then it'd be like $10 and up for a drink. I'm not rich, and I'm not doing it.
It's about having a good time and paying what it costs to have a good time.
Because I can go to this very known restaurant that we have here and have 4 or 5 shots and pay $15. So y'all tell me which is the better. And I can go home and dance in my own living room.
See, and I think that's the difference between y'all generation and mine is that we went to have fun. We went to dance. We went to party. We was partying. And you all go out to drink.
I mean, we go out to dance and stuff like that, but
we could be in a club with not ever get one drink.
No, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Our priorities was just a little different. Like, we could be in the club the whole night and wait until the end of the night because we knew the little restaurant spot to go to after the club, and we would just save our money to go to that spot because we knew that's where the dude was going to be and the food. So why spend $10 on a drink when we going to go to this restaurant and probably get our food for free?
I know that. I got to eat before I go too. Because I'm hungry. And I'm probably going to drink before I go. And I'm going to drink there. And yeah, I can't do it. I can't be in no club and not have no drink.
Yeah, I could. Well, I'm not a big drinker. My friends drank a little bit. They did more weed than drink alcohol, but they drank. We had some, like one of my best friends, right to this day, she's still drinking orange juice and gin. Jesus, right to this day. That's her drink of choice. But yeah, we went to party and we had a good time.
And by the time 1 o'clock hit, I'd be like, it's time to go.
1 o'clock?
I'm ready to get in my bed.
At 1 o'clock is when it was going down. You wait for the club to let out at 2, and then you got a good side show after.
I'd be like, come on, man, let's go through it.
Trust, we lived our best life in the 90s, for sure. Our best entire life. Because it was what do you call it? A vibe is what I think y'all say. It was a vibe. It was when you pay your $20 for that club, you gonna get the before show, the during show, and the after show for $20.
It's not like that here.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. Times have changed so drastically where young people can't even have a good time without worrying about like I said, we did have violence back then, but it just seemed like these days it's just like every day it's just a toxic environment. It's just you gotta worry a lot more these days than when we were coming up. We didn't have all these worries. We didn't have all these concerns.
I hope that my 30s are much better than my 20s.
Me too, sweetie.
I hope that's where I have all the fun and all that, and a baby don't fit into that because we gonna watch my kid. She ain't gonna watch her every day.
Not every day, but I will watch the baby so you can have your best life
On weekends.
Yes.
Every weekend?
Absolutely not. Mama gotta have a life too. Baby boy. The 90s.
A baby don't fit into that.
No, not every weekend. I'm sorry. It has another grandmother. You told me. That's what you told me. I had to compromise. I'm compromised.
We ain't on that.
I'll give you 2 off the phone. That's it.
Well, the great grandmother gonna head up too.
Hey, have it your way, but mama gotta have a life.
Because I hope I'm living my absolute best life as soon as I hit 30. Because these 20s are, they have been tragic.
That's what we gonna do. We gonna make sure that your 30s was better than your twins?
Please, sweetie.
Yeah, we gonna work on it because everybody should have a time in their life where they can reflect on the amazing time that they have. Like, I know that my 50s is gonna be off the chain because guess what? I won't have no minor children. All my kids will be adults. So my 50s will be bomb digging, no doubt. 90s. But
Well, when she turned 50, I turned 30. So maybe that's when we start leveling out. Because I can't reflect on a time where I'm like, oh, we had the best time. I can't do that.
Well, we're going to work on it, sweetie. We're going to work on it because I want that for you. I want you to be able to reflect back on a time where it was just the best. You traveled, you ate well, you ate healthy, because, you know, we
I was going to say, I always eat good now.
Healthy. We're going to put some healthiness into the eating good. We're going to add something because, you know, we got those stomach issues that we talked about before. So we're going to eat healthy. We're going to eat well. We're going to eat some more seafood. We're going to live our best life in our 50s and our 30s. Promise. We got a couple more years. And it's starting now. It's starting now. And you guys are going to go on the journey with us, living our best life. Oh, you know what else we need to tell y'all? We're going to start doing, when we go to hotels, we're going to start doing hotel reviews. So just keep watching us. Keep following with us. Keep going with us. Keep going on this journey with us. And you'll see some really nice hotels in different cities and different states and things like that. And we'll review them. But we're going to make sure that Kayla live her bestest life for her 30s. And I regain my bestest life in my 50s. Because like I said, that minor child that I have in my house, living his best life. Okay? While being responsible. Living his best life. So
I definitely am going to work at it. And I'm about to get on somebody's birth control because this little visitor we get every month, I can't do it at home. I didn't make up my mind. It ain't working for me. So Monday, I'll be calling my doctor. Because I can't do this, y'all. That don't equate to living my best life. I can't.
well, guess what? You got to do what's best for you, sweetie.
Sure am, sweetie.
So you can live your bestest life and I can live mine. Like a grandchild at some point. But if I don't get one, that's fine because I'm going to still be in the streets. Me and my honey. In the streets.
Mom.
What?
Close it out.
She can't take it. She can't handle it. But she could tell me how she want to sit on people's sons. But she don't like me talking about me and her daddy. What type of mess is that? How does any of this work? Tell me about it. Do your kids want to tell you about things that they do, but they don't want to hear what you do with your husband?
That's not true because I be asking you specific questions. You be like, I'm not telling you that. I'm not talking about this with you.
Some things you just don't say.
I asked her, y'all. She just don't want to tell me.
Let us know how y'all talk about sex with your children. Do you talk about your own personal stuff? What do you do? Tell us all about it so we can talk about it together. But as usual, click like, click share, and comment, you all. Come on, let's participate. Let's do this thing together. But when you see us on the street, don't forget to say, hey girl, hey.
I'm a diva. I'm a diva. I'm a diva. I'm a diva. I'm a diva.